Wow.
Nope.
Wow. 2 weeks without us. People have been missing
It
us.
wasn't 2 weeks in a row, though.
That's true.
We're like every other week. We're very inconsistent right now.
Yes. Vaguely. And
We're
we
not
don't even
very,
let
we're
you know.
vaguely.
That's how vague we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't even know.
Yeah. We don't.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe
it's
we're
been,
gonna
hey,
be
I'm
here.
not feeling good.
Maybe we're
10
not.
minutes before I hit record, I was like, nah.
Just like,
I'm not coming on the pod because I'm sick. Oh, wait, what?
When did you get sick? 5 minutes ago.
Right? It's quite possible that unless you want to see vomit on the screen.
I mean, there's a base for it.
I mean,
Yeah, that's going to be on our OnlyFans.
I mean,
So if you're sponsored to our
again,
OnlyFans, you'll get to
people
see.
there's people who would pay for that crap. Or that
Yep.
paying for that crap is a whole different different OnlyFans. I wonder if OnlyFans will even allow that.
No. You'd have to go to Fansly.
Yeah.
Fansly allows you to do whatever.
They would allow like cum shots and whatnot and that type of sex stuff. They won't allow.
Yeah, but you get to like the scat and all that and golden showers. You got to find a different site.
See, that's weird to me. I mean, why if you're gonna allow bodily functions, allow all bodily functions. Don't be picky like that.
OnlyFans is fucking like fancy though. It's like the Playboy of the porn sites.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a Fansly, you got Penthouse.
Okay.
Fansly's like Hustler and Penthouse had a baby, and that baby grew up watching only porn.
They did.
Playboy had the like the dad jokes and the clean fun jokes. Penthouse just straight raunchy. Yeah, and although both had great what's it called, the cartoons, the little like the Far Side is the one page or once whatever. I don't know what those type of comics are called, but it was just a one cell.
One shot.
Both of them had good funny. What was it? The rim shot?
One shot.
One shot.
So, folks, it's another football Sunday. Welcome, Jack. I believe you're at a game today. We're about to get sued by the NFL.
There we go. Now it's official. Free use or something like that. Fair use.
Oh, fair use. Okay,
we make zero money off of this podcast, so I mean the NFL can come at us, but
okay. Well, Jack, at your Raiders Tennessee game, thanks to London and the Broncos and the Jets, your game was not the pillow fight game of the week.
It was not because I didn't even know that game was on, and I woke up and I'm like, oh, well, that's a shitty game. Let's fly everybody out to fucking London so we can play the last team in the league and barely beat them.
Bruh, I woke up at halftime and saw the score and was like, this can't be right. This should be like 30-0 Denver right now. And it wasn't. So I went and read the play-by-play. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking, thank God I didn't set an alarm to watch this crap. I mean, holy hell. The people out here in Colorado.
After the second time you fell asleep, reading the play-by-play. Oh.
Dude, for real, reading that, I was like, man, if I wasn't playing freaking Arena Magic online, I would have went. I was like, this game.
No, that was fucking horrible, dude.
It was.
I'd be mad if I was a Broncos fan. If I was a Broncos fan and I flew out there to watch that shit, I'd be mad they barely won.
If we knew people who had done that.
They were like a touchdown plus favorite. Should have won by 20 minimum. You gave them their first turnover of the season. The Jets had not had a turnover all year. And the very first drive, Denver fumbles.
Right?
Oh my God. It was.
I don't know. Maybe the time zone was too much for the Broncos.
Nah, they've been out there since the first of the week. They went to the Philly game.
Yeah, no,
and
they should have been adjusted then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they were out there on Monday.
Then.
So it's good. I love it because it's like I've been trying to tell people the Broncos aren't that good. The Broncos like, oh, they beat the Eagles. I'm like, yeah, but the Eagles aren't that good either. You know they're not that good when the Giants beat you. So come on now.
Don't solely our Lord and Savior Bo Nix, sir.
Oh, yes. That's
what I'm hearing is that Lou does not believe.
He does not.
He's a non-believer.
A non-believer?
That's some Deion shit right there. Deion Sanders at RCU. Do you believe? They have every time I listen to sports radio and they talk about him, that's the clip they put up. Do you believe? No, man. I've seen your team play. You should have got beat by Tennessee of all teams. You got lucky that the Eagles suck. You got lucky that Jake Browning was the quarterback for the Bengals. You got lucky that you get to play the Jets, who's everybody's get right game, and you didn't even get right against the Jets. How bad are you, Denver?
Right.
I can't. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. Denver's defense is legit. I'll give them that. For the most part, their defense really is legit. But the Giants actually have a chance. I wasn't gonna give the Giants a chance to beat them, and now it's like, holy crap, that's a toss-up game. It's not even okay. Giants should be favored. No. Denver should be favored. No, they will be because they're home. But that's a 50-50 matchup right there. That's next week's pillow fight game of the week.
But the Giants looked really good on Thursday, though.
Yeah, but that's because the Eagles are bad. I mean, come on now.
Right. But again, you have two rookies. You know, you're playing with house money at this point.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the Giants will be good for next year.
There is something to be said for that. There's something to be said for guys who don't know what losing is, right? And you just throw them in and you give them a game plan that actually works for those guys. Because so many of these head coaches and offensive coordinators are like, we're going to make this guy fit into my scheme. Instead of just saying, like, what are his best attributes? Okay, let's let him do that. You know? And that was what I felt like the Giants did on Thursday, was they were just kind of like, okay, like, here's a handful of plays, like, just kind of play off of those, you know.
Here's the 15 plays we know you know how to do. Just run them from different formations.
Yeah.
But I know
why not?
The talk. I guarantee the talk this week is going to be Broncos should have lost to the Eagles. Giants manhandled the Eagles, and now that they play each other, if you look at those comparisons, the Giants should win. I think the Giants have a chance to win, but again, I can respect that Denver does have a good defense, and that could change some things. I don't respect Broncos offense at all. And after what I saw today, I'm justified in believing that their offense is offensive.
See, he does believe.
Yeah, see? I believe that they're shit.
He believes in the defense.
People forget that Bo Nix was the 6th quarterback taken in that draft. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's better than J.J. McCarthy, but still, he's.
I had a meme on what was it? 2 days ago. Cities in history to have their NFL team lose, NHL team lose, and MLB team lose in the playoffs and be eliminated on the same day. Philadelphia, 10/16/1983, and today. That's it.
That Thursday was great to see the Dodgers move on, to see the Eagles lose, to see the Flyers lose. Oh, it was a great day in Philly hate sports. I do hate me some Philadelphia freaking sports.
Sir, that's the city of brotherly love. If you went there, they would love you while you were hating on them.
No, they racist.
No, they wouldn't.
They don't love his brother.
They punch him, take his wallet, and go buy a cheesesteak with it.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then they get to 8 losses and then they give up.
So for starting running backs, or running backs that are available, for some reason James Conner is still starting on 10.9% of all ESPN.
The people who aren't paying attention, like Jack's girl.
Yeah, he's still owned on 34.9% of all ESPN.
That makes sense though, because some of those could be keeper leagues.
Yeah, I guess so. The next one is Kamani Vidal.
He should be the pickup. He's the Chargers starter after the Harris and Amari Hampton went down. If you don't have Vidal, then dude, grab him. Can you pick up free agents? You have to wait till the waiver wire now.
I have to wait until the waiver now.
Damn. See, I'm in one league where there's no waiver wire unless the player is dropped. But yeah, put him on your watch list. You want Vidal. He's starting over Haskell.
After him is Austin Eckler, another IR guy. After that is Amari DiMercado, the Arizona running back.
And he's now third string behind Bam Knight and Mike, or whatever his name is. Either way, he's third string now, so don't even worry about it.
And then Jerome Ford, Dylan Sampson, Blake Corum.
No.
So
Blake Corum got hurt anyway. Man, I know a lot about this shit. I need a life.
Right?
Somebody needs to get a job.
Dude, for real. I was watching the game tonight when Detroit got that touchdown to Goff that didn't count. I'm all yelling. I'm like, no. That is not legal. That is not legal. I'm in my head just yelling at the TV like, You got behind center and they explained the rule. I'm like, yeah, I already said that. They stole that from my freaking yelling at the TV. It hurt me.
Let's get Lou here on how this call went and how he felt it should go.
Right.
Interesting to see Detroit kind of fall off like that. The way Kansas City hasn't been all that great this year, but Detroit made them look great.
Right.
Yeah. How was your football day, Jack?
It was all right. Shit, I tried to sleep as long as I could. So I just woke up, showered, went to the game. There weren't a lot of Titans fans there. There was not a lot of blue in that audience.
Was it all four of you?
3 of us.
Okay.
One didn't want to go because first she didn't have a Raider shirt. I gave her a Raider shirt. Then she was going to be gone too long and not be able to do her homework. So when we got home, we're like, well, did you get your homework done? No, I just played Marvel Rivals all day.
No, that's when you take the Xbox controllers, and it's like if you're gonna do homework, then I'm gonna make sure you're gonna do homework.
Yeah,
that's what.
And then every time you're on every time you're on TV during the game, you hold up the Xbox controllers, and you're like, "What?
Yeah, and what?
Marvel Rivals right here."
I remember those days. Like mom,
I think we're finally
would
convinced she's a Tylenol American.
Uh-oh. Join the crowd.
So
yeah,
it's a little loud there for her. So I try not to force her. Like she did actually want to go, but she found good enough reasons to not, I guess.
Well, you can always do the headphone things, and there's a lot of kids go with headphones, like the gun range headphones to block out the sound.
She has AirPods. The Apple AirPods actually block out sound.
Does that work?
But also to say I'm going to stay home and do homework and then not do your homework. That to me is where we have a problem.
She's a procrastinator.
I'm not a fan.
She's probably doing her homework right now, and it'll be done by morning.
I mean, I suppose that's all that matters.
But she also has straight A's, so
just don't say that. You know what I mean? To me, it's an integrity.
Right.
Yeah. Don't say you're going to do homework and not do it. Just say I'm just going to stay home. That's it. You don't have to go with the whole, I'm going to do this. Or for the qualifier, I'd
rather stay home and play.
I plan to do this.
Right.
Or just say you want to stay home and play Marvel Rivals, whatever.
Right?
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Look,
exactly.
she has
that's the thing. Just go
all
with that.
A's, so I'm not. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Again, it's not even about the schoolwork. It's not even about the
future adult type
homework.
But I 100% knew what was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen, so I wasn't.
Did you call her out on it when she said it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would have been like.
You ain't even
going to. You know, while you're playing. It was like, I'm going to do this. Here's my plan. Well, I'm like, no, you're going to sit there and play this, or you're going to.
You can turn shit in late. If you get it wrong, you can do it again. School's way easier than when we were kids.
That is crap.
Yeah, like, oh, you turned it in late, but there's no penalty. Like, oh, you fucked this up? No, go ahead and take this test again. It's cool.
That is.
Whereas we fucked up. You were kicked out of school. You had to go to, like, the bad school on the other side of the railroad tracks and shit.
You had to go to Votech. All the bad kids away and learn a trade.
Sir, you're going to learn a trade.
Exactly.
This is a hammer. This is how you build a chair.
We're about to teach you how to cut some wood.
You're going to learn the difference. You're going to learn the difference between arc welding and TIG welding. Let's go.
Yep.
Man, for real. Yeah. How many different types of knots did you learn how to tie last night?
Yep, exactly.
Oh my god, that is so funny. But yeah, no, I'm not
live on a boat
man.
for the next 6 months?
If you can't do the material, I'm failing you. You're repeating the 5th grade or whatever. Nowadays, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, so you'd rather get bullied for being.
But there's also a financial.
There's also are they learning it, right? So can they prove they learned it? Maybe they just had a bad test day or whatever, right? So I guess as long as they can prove they learned it, I'm not super mad about it.
How do you do that without testing it? And if you test it,
that's why you get to take the test again.
I think there's also a financial element of it too. That the worse in general your school does, the less money that you get.
Well,
that's
it
encourages
a couple times a year they test for that.
But it encourages
attendance.
Totally,
I think it encourages those types of patterns.
Actually, this will make you happy, Lou, because there are times she'll get like a 98 and retake it just to make the 100.
I can appreciate that.
Or 97, and then she just freaks out.
That's an odd. No, God, no. I can keep the 98, but not the 97. No.
You got 95. No, Uncle Lou would hit me.
But 95
no, they're okay with 5s.
Yeah,
5s are okay with 5s. That's the only odd number they're okay with.
93. Uncle Lou's going to hit me. Wait, who's this Uncle Lou? And what do you mean he's going to hit you?
93. Can I get one more point taken off or added, please?
Right? It's fine. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I didn't show my work. 92. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. It was, you know what? Starting with Thursday, it was actually a good sports 4 days for me. Dodgers win, Aces win, Giants win, USC wins, Pittsburgh wins, UNLV wins, Texas Tech wins. It was like, basically everybody that's on my ESPN app for my favorites and my teams, they all won. Even the Lakers won tonight in the preseason game.
They were just doing okay.
Well, the Knights haven't lost in regular time.
This
regulation.
Is true. I will give them that.
Even
they haven't lost in regulation, so
yeah. So even that's okay. I mean, it started the season, getting used to everything. Got Jack Eichel signed for the next several years. Again, have not lost in regulation. I mean, it wasn't a bad.
It's
again,
not horrible.
Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I mean, they only have 80 games to play. It's no big deal.
Well, not anymore. Now they're down to 79.
Yeah. Better start working on it.
Oh, I mean, hey, they're in second place.
Eichel's making his money, though. He's got 7 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's
5
assists.
Still
early.
It's
to be looking like crap and still haven't lost in regulation. It can only get better because that's usually they either start strong and then get back to the mean, or they start shitty and pick it up. So either way, this is one of the quote unquote start shitty seasons. They'll be there at the end. I'm okay with that.
Agreed.
They got to stop losing.
And they beat the Sharks, so that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. San Jose.
If they're one winners against the Sharks,
beat the Sharks. Beat the Sharks.
Dude, they should totally do that at the games.
They should. I don't know if I've been to a Sharks game here.
That would be hilarious.
We're going to the Ducks in a couple weeks.
I can't remember which one we went to. Chicago, maybe?
I don't even know.
Winnipeg. That one game that I can't remember who it was. Whatever. There's not a hockey team.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. I'm trying to think. In Duke, you don't have hockey. You don't care all that much anyway. The closest would be Seattle, right? Kraken.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that you give a shit either way.
It's too late for Duke.
It's far enough away that I hate all things Seattle. So.
That's true.
Okay.
Seahawks. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad the Mariners are doing good this year.
Didn't the Mariners win tonight?
Fuck the Seahawks. Fuck Carroll. Fuck Pete Carroll.
See, now you got me looking.
Yeah,
because the start of the AL that started tonight, and Mariners beat the Blue Jays game 1. I don't know that I
like the Mariners because Nintendo used to own them.
You sure?
And the fact Ichiro walks out, he still shows up.
Or maybe that was the Marlins. No,
he still shows up where he went to high school and does batting practice and shit. Goes and shags fly balls and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, Ichiro. Yeah. Cool. He's fucking crazy, dude. I read an article with his routine one day, and he's fucking 45 years old, and he's out 6 a.m. out running laps, and he's not even playing anymore. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, man?
F that.
But he's still super.
50, I guess I won't walk a block to the store.
He's still super competitive and stuff too. So he'll be out there. Yeah.
I'll check my mail twice a week because I ain't trying to walk 30 feet to the mailbox. Man, that's wild. But that's kind of cool, though. Oh, you know what I was thinking? You're talking about Nintendo owning. I was thinking Xbox owning the soccer team. But, all right, never mind. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Where are we at in the world of sci-fi? What did we talk about? I finished Aliens. Did we talk about that already?
No.
I don't think we have.
We hadn't finished it by the last time.
Last time we talked about it? Okay. Yeah. Finished that. No issues. Enjoyed it. I had not finished Peacemaker yet. Still got the finale to watch. What else? I saw the Leo movie, Battle Another Ground.
One battle after another.
Yeah, that thing. Saw that. It was interesting. It was a whole bunch of making fun of the far left and making fun of the far right. I loved it.
All right. We're going tomorrow.
It was here are the idiot violence that the left does, and everybody knows that they're the violent group. And then you have the right side who's just racist and just in their own little clubs who are hypocritical with their, I'm racist, but I'll rape a black girl. One of these type of things. It was I'm glad that they're fucking with both sides because this is about us in the middle. this is how we all look at the far left and far right.
The world.
Yes, it's like, you idiots over here. Yeah, that's how we see you. You idiots over here. Yeah, that's how we see you. It was like, I like that they did that, and the story itself was pretty
All right.
good. So I enjoyed that movie.
So I heard the opposite. They just made fun of the right the whole time. So, but that was probably from a right person.
No, I don't know. I don't know how you could say that when all the movie starts off with nothing but the left doing nothing but violence. It's like did George Floyd part of this movie? Like, what is going on here? So whoever said that they're only making fun of the right, they didn't watch the movie. There's no way they could have watched the movie and said that, because they're making. Don't get me wrong. It's just that they're just different. But it's making fun of the right, how they're the way like I described, versus the violence of the left. If you don't see the violence of the left as wrong, then okay, maybe you're not noticing that. Or you know what I mean? It's like, oh, the left doing
That's
violence.
True. You're like, oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah, it's like it's par for the course.
I do hate the blacks, but
not
I'll
making
rape
fun
one.
of anything. You know what I mean? We're not making fun of anything.
But I'm still sexually attracted to them. It's weird.
Well, they can have all my shit. But no, it was absolutely making fun of the violence of the left and the hypocrisy and the racism of the right, and they did a great job with it. And it's like, oh my god, this movie's so, I would say, woke. No, it wasn't. It was so anti this. No, it wasn't. They did a great job of picking on both sides, and it was 2 hours and 30 minutes before credits started. So damn. But it was good. It was well done.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait until next week to get Jack's feedback. But
yeah, Otis is begging to see
it. You watched it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought it was funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again, when you're not taking sides and you're just making fun of all of it and just how inane and stupid it all is at the end of the day. I mean, that was a big part of it too. Was just like, what at the end of the day, what are you actually like? What matters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So. But
yeah, it was funny too. I mean, it's not even just the whole they had this and this happening. There were a lot of moments in there where I was just like, "UTF." It was just kind of like head tilt. It was like, okay, that happened. It was a little bit of silly fun going on there too. I liked it. But Leo did a good job in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He always do.
Yeah, that is true. He's pretty good. Although,
what did we see before
I wasn't buying him as a 45-year-old. It was like,
he totally is. We're just fucking old.
I was all like, I honestly don't know how old he is, but I was like, he's supposed to be 45 in this movie? That don't seem right.
He's our age, dude. He's like 50 something.
That's what I thought. I thought he was past 50, like 52 or something.
He was born in 74. So yeah, he is 50.
51 this year? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. November 11th is his birthday.
So he'll turn 51.
I will say,
all right.
The only thing I hate about the Regal app is it doesn't show you more than like a couple movies like that you're past. Like Fandango, I can scroll back and see through all my movies because I was like, well, what else have I seen in the last 2 to 3 weeks since we haven't talked about it? We went and saw The Smashing Machine on Tuesday. That was really good.
Oh, the wrestling one.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
That bombed.
Well, and I think it's because there was a lot of people expecting The Rock to be The Rock, and he's not The Rock. He's
I could see that.
But he did a really good job portraying. Yeah. That was
then
the stuff that I had read. Was that people...
Yeah,
I mean, they are. And again, it's him and Emily Blunt who were in Jungle Book together, right?
Jungle Cruise.
I think people expected, and again, when The Rock doesn't play The Rock in a movie, they don't come out to watch him. It just doesn't.
Wait,
but it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I'd have to look. I don't remember.
I can't think of one.
There has been other movies where.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll look it up. That's
one of those movies where it's kind of like Stranger Than Fiction. Stranger Than Fiction is probably one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, and he doesn't play Will Ferrell in that movie, and that's probably why I like it, because I find him slightly annoying. Like, I've never seen Talladega Nights, and it's only because of Will Ferrell. And it's not that I think it's going to be a bad movie when I eventually watch him, and I will, like Elf. I watched Elf for the first time 2 years ago, and I liked it. It's just, I just need to build up to it. Kind of like that, I can't think of his name. Is it Seth Rogen? The dumbass from Pineapple Express? Yeah. Same thing. I'm sure he's in movies that are good, but it takes me a minute to watch anything.
So when I say he's playing The Rock, I mean he's playing The Rock that you see in Jungle Cruise, the Jumanji movies.
Jumanji.
Skyscraper, Rampage, San Andreas. Like, that's... So when I say he's...
Yeah.
But in this movie,
I'm trying to figure
he's
out
not
what
playing...
movie was he. Yeah, what movie besides this one is he not there?
I think that's like his first like really dramatic role, though.
Yeah, I think this might.
That's
but
what
I
I'm
think that's
saying.
what turned people off. So
But see, to me, that's
maybe
the
Pain and Gain,
stupidity of the people, because the trailers show
I
you that
agree.
he's playing that role.
He has hair.
Yeah.
He's totally different.
I mean, that's weird in
He
itself.
lost a lot of mass too. Like he's not. He cut off the roids for a minute.
Yeah, again,
I'm trying to see
Allegedly.
what other
to me,
movie.
that's just dumbass patrons if they have that belief. Because I know it, and first of all, I mean, it's an A24 movie, so that should tell you a lot too. Not that A24 are bad movies, but they're movies that actually have emotion to them. A lot of them anyway. They write good stories for the most part. A24, or they produce, or I don't know what, distribute, whatever the word I'm looking for is, their movies. When I eventually watched that movie, I'm expecting something more along the critically acclaimed side of it.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, that again, that's just the fault of the film.
Yeah, watching the trailer, I'm like, oh, this is not a Rock movie
at all.
Like he barely even
Not
looks
even
like him.
I think
like you have to squint your eyes and turn your head a little bit, and you're like, oh wait, that is The Rock.
First trailer I watched, it was like, is that The Rock? I mean,
yeah,
but it was really good. Him and Emily Blunt did a really good job.
I believe
they have a lot. They have a lot of good
Emily
chemistry
Blunt.
together. So.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's right there for Emily Blunt.
Well, and it was amazing how many like real fighters that they had, real UFC fighters they had in acting in parts and stuff. So
Emily, I got a
like Jack. Why did you and Lou break up? We had a chance at Emily Blunt, and we both have concussions now. Fuck that guy.
The first time I went to Paris was Emily Blunt.
Shit. So oldest had me pick her up early from school. Whatever reason. But she actually puked when I got her home, so she did have a legit reason. So we watched the first Tron movie.
Oh, that's funny. I did that earlier this week with a little girl too.
And then she's like, this movie's old as fuck, and the graphics are horrible.
I mean,
and I don't know what's going on.
1982 or whatever the hell it was.
I'm like, yeah. And then Tron and Flynn kind of look the same, I guess, but I'm like, no. Flynn has the robe on. That's how you tell them apart. And then yesterday morning we watched the first half of the second one, and then we went to go see Ares in 3D because it's Tron, so you have to watch it in 3D.
IMAX.
Tron and Avatar you have to watch in 3D.
IMAX 3D.
So, yeah, right.
Is that a thing?
Our Regal's not IMAX.
It
is.
Oh, is it really a thing? Okay,
yeah.
I haven't been to IMAX movies since I went with you to see Star Wars.
Fair.
I didn't.
She did not like Ares at all.
Oh, dang. Okay.
All. So then we came home and finished watching Legacy, and she's like, "This is way better than Ares." And I'm like, "You know what? You're right. Legacy was a pretty legit movie."
I still to this day, like, I'm probably watching Legacy tomorrow, and then I guess there was some animated thing that came out after Legacy, like 2 years after that.
Yeah,
so I'll watch
like 8-episode thing or something. Yeah.
So I'll try to get that in there too. I don't know how relevant it is. If I need anything from there, if not, I'm not going to watch
it. I mean, it just gives more.
Like Easter eggs. It's like reading the novels for Gears of War.
It builds more.
Oh, okay. Then I'll probably just
the
focus
world out
on
more.
Just Legacy.
Tron,
that way
Tron
I can hit Tuesday night Ares.
I didn't mind it though, but also I don't hate Jared Leto like some people do.
Why do people hate Jared Leto?
Morbius.
I mean, just because
this is weird. The Joker, his
Dallas
Joker.
Buyers Club. If you're gonna mention bad stuff, mention good stuff.
Well,
people don't like him being the main character. I think
he's not a lead. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, but I didn't mind it. I mean, it was pretty. It entertained me well enough. Shit, he played the bad guy. It was good. Daft Punk did better, but I mean, Nine Inch Nails did all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Nine Inch Nails can make that kind of music, so it was not horrible. And it's not like Trent Reznor was singing the whole time or anything. So there was like one song I noticed he was actually singing.
Okay.
But, and that's what my oldest said, why are you going to watch a Tron movie when most of it takes place in the real world? I'm like, fuck, you're right.
They forgot who they were.
Right? But that being said, I do hope they make another one because mid-credit scene teases some good shit.
Okay.
So.
After
and there's
watching,
only mid-credit, no end credit.
Mid-credit only. Okay. After watching
Tron
the
Uprising.
first one again, it I didn't realize how much I didn't understand it when I was younger.
I agree, because when I watched it again on Monday, I'm like, I do understand more of this. When I was a kid, I'm like, fuck yeah, light cycles and identity disc, and we're just gonna fuck shit up.
And playing the arcade game in Japan, wherever I was, Texas or Japan. I remember playing the arcade game. The whole I remember this from the game and all. But actually paid attention and being old enough to understand the concept of what's happening, I was like, oh, this might be the first time I truly 100% understand what is happening.
Yeah, like even when I rewatched it before Legacy came out, I probably didn't know.
Yeah, right. And like I told you guys before, I don't remember jack shit about Legacy.
Same.
I could not right now. You say, hey, what happened to Legacy? It's like for $1 million. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, until we rewatched it, the only thing I remember was how weird Jeff Bridges looked de-aged.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember like why he's de-aged. Is that a computer version or is that him real version back in the game? I have no idea. So it'll be all brand new for me when I watch it again tomorrow.
Same.
You have 19 episodes for the TV show.
Oh,
Lou, just as an FYI.
Yeah, never.
The main character is voiced by Elijah Wood, though.
And that is after. It takes place after or during Legacy.
After Legacy.
After Legacy. So Legacy came out 15 years ago.
I think
Legacy is kind of wild to think about.
I think he had a son. I think Jeff Bridges' character had a son.
Yes, that's the main character of
Legacy.
Or Legacy, yeah.
And I can see the kid's face. He was in something else.
Yeah, he actually has not been in a lot.
No, he
hasn't.
So
it's possible you've seen him in something, but he has not been in a lot.
No, but I remember I can see his face, but I can't. Whatever. Either way.
Yeah.
So that'll be
whatever. Olivia Wilde's in it, so that's all you need to know.
This is her version of Sandra Bullock in Demolition.
Skin tight suit, little bob cut.
What might you know him from? Let's see.
Nothing, dude. I looked him up too.
I can totally see his face though.
He's like in an episode of this, an episode of that. He's in the Sylvester Stallone show, I think, that's on.
Yeah.
Tucson or Tulsa, whatever.
Tulsa, yeah.
Something.
There was a Tron the Next Day short, I guess, that was released in 2011 he was in.
Not Tron.
Lou would know him probably from Country Strong.
Definitely.
He was in Aragon, Four Brothers, Friday Night Lights. He was in Troy. He's one of those, he's a pretty face, but it doesn't, he hasn't done anything that's been exceptional.
I remember it.
You're like, oh shit, I gotta see him. Garrett Hedlund's coming out with a new movie. Let's fucking go. And then Cal Kestis was in it for like 2 seconds. I was like, dang it. I should have had him in it more.
In Legacy?
No, in
Ares.
Oh, okay.
So he's basically, right now we're doing spoilers.
Yeah. He was just a program. No big deal.
We're seeing it I'm going to see it on Tuesday.
As you should.
Yeah, both of us did.
I mean, his Ares identity disc was cool. Evan Peters was a really good bad guy. I do enjoy him. Gillian Anderson plays his mom. So I wasn't bored, right?
Yeah, 2 hours,
So, yeah.
Probably.
But somebody said, it is definitely the third best Tron movie. I'm like, I don't disagree with that either.
Well, considering how much hate Legacy got.
Right? I don't think people like Legacy that much either. But I think it's, in hindsight, a lot of people are like, no, it wasn't that bad.
Like the prequels?
Yeah, exactly. People forget how much they hated it.
And then when they revisit it, they go, oh.
They're like, oh, I was so blinded by all the hate.
I was gonna say, my hate is simple enough. Like the shit that I hate, I still hate. You know what I mean? That's like, oh, this is if like episode 1, a lot of people hate episode 1 for a lot of reasons. Well, actually, don't have the same hate that people have. Like Jar Jar, I understood him just fine, and
that's because you're black.
It probably
you understood his dialogue,
and you also have the brain of a child. So
yeah, he's got Jar Jar's got those big lips. I was relating. So or
until
maybe
he started walking around barefoot. Lou's like, nah, I'm out. Fuck Jar Jar.
Walking on the sand barefoot? Fuck off.
He steps out of that lake, sand's getting up, and it's like, oh, God.
See, his tongue's even like Jar Jar's.
Exactly. How woot?
Shit, and I think that's all we focused on this week, was just making sure we saw all of Tron. So we could watch that.
See, now you got me going down a rabbit hole. Now I'm curious about your guys' 11 Star Wars movies. We're not counting animated. 11 Star Wars movies.
Wait. I only have 10.
I
You
bet
guys have
will.
11?
Yeah,
Hey, I've never
Bizarro
had any
World.
complaints.
Bizarro World has 11.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know that I have a lot of, I have not even a lot. I have hate for things, but like the movie itself, episode like not that we had to do homework for this, but just straight through, I'll give you mine. I don't think we'll have time to go over everybody's, but just because it's in my head, it's gonna bug me if I don't talk about it. Like episode 1, there's not a whole hell of a lot that I really hate, you know. Episode 2, the love story was forced. That's really the main thing for me. He just forced a love story. Episode 3, I didn't mind. It's probably my third or fourth favorite.
Do we want to talk about each episode as we talk about them, or do you want to talk about all of them now and then?
Well, if you guys have, if you guys have something to interject.
Well, you did 1 through 3. So
yeah, we'll talk about 1 through 3. Yeah, 1 through the prequels. Really, it's episode 2's love story. That's the main thing for me that stands out.
I mean, the thing Jack and I saw episode 1 19 times.
Yeah.
So
obviously, episode what?
We did
the first one.
Yeah. 19? Yeah. Okay, you got me beat. I only saw 12 in the theater.
But we lived in LA, so we got to see it in like fucking every single version. Like that was when like Dolby like cinema was just starting to become a thing, and we had one of the 4 theaters in the entire country that had, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's going to be so expensive. Nobody's going to buy it." Like, and we were like, "Well, we should go watch this." And we went and fucking saw. Crazy. We went and saw Meet Joe Black to watch the trailer. Like, if we could talk about trailers at some point, but between that,
I'm still waiting for the part about the hate.
Well, so I don't have any problems at all with episode 1. I still will watch episode 1 with
2?
No qualms. My biggest problem is that I never felt that Hayden and Natalie had any chemistry as far as romantic. Like I could see them as being buddies.
I blame the
but
story.
I never. Well, but also I never. Yeah, the story was part of it, but I just don't feel like they ever had anything like it never felt like a real organic thing of why they would actually,
It felt more real than the Clone Wars.
So the love story also bugged me because it just kind of seemed shoehorned in and didn't seem natural in any way, shape, or form.
They forced that shit like I was watching freaking. Never mind. Episode 3.
Supergirl and her sister.
Episode 3, I don't have any problems with it.
Okay.
I don't.
Jack, prequels. Any?
No, the second one, I agree. The love story is a little weird, but Anakin was weird. They probably shouldn't have had such a large time gap. You can't be like, "Oh shit, I haven't seen you in 20 years. What's up, girl?" And she's like, "Oh yeah."
And she's like, "I look exactly the same. I look exactly the same, and you've changed a lot."
Yeah, exactly.
And all my handmaidens haven't aged at all.
No, they all still look the same, except that one's dead. R.I.P.
They have that good water on Naboo.
I guess, yeah. They have.
They're part black. They don't age, man. Most people look at me and they won't say, "Oh yeah, of course you're 50." They don't think that.
That does work. No, Naboo don't crack.
But then in episode,
yes.
And now we have the title of this week's pod.
Episode 3, I have the same problem. That part where they're on the balcony in Padme's apartment. You're so beautiful.
Oh,
that's because I'm in love. No, because I love you. No, I love you. Yeah,
but again, that's to me the love story. That was just a continuation.
Yeah.
So 2 and 3.
That goes more with the lack of chemistry that I think Duke was saying. The writing, we all know how that's not all that great.
How George is.
But all right.
But no, I'll watch any of the prequels. I don't even care. I like episode 2. I like Django. I like the clones. I like all that shit.
For me, the order is 3, 2, 1. I could watch 3 by itself and whenever, and I still get like a lot of love in my heart when the mask comes down and you hear that sealing of the mask, that high pitched squeal. It was like, oh, it still gets me every time. Like, oh, somebody give me a sock.
Lou is becoming Sean Penn.
Oh, exactly. Jack don't know that yet.
Jack's laughing. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you'll find out. When
Sean Penn's a weirdo, so it's fine. But
wait till you see him in this movie. Holy shit. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay, any hate? I'm trying to think, and it doesn't matter if you want to go special edition, original, whatever. Like some people like, oh, my hate is I don't like they brought in the CGI all the like that. None of that bothered me. The whole Greedo shooting first. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna put that with like the hate. It's like, okay, I just don't prefer that. Whatever. I don't know that I had like when I watch 4, I don't think, oh God, here's this part. I don't think that. 5, get out of here. Anybody has a problem with 5 and go to hell. And then 6, like the biggest problem people talk about Ewoks. They didn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm not sure that I had a real issue with any of the original.
I think that's because we were children, and that's how we grew up watching them, right?
Yeah.
It's rose-colored glasses.
It might be.
Honestly.
It might be.
100%. People need to accept that Star Wars will never be the same for us going forward because we were kids. That shit was amazing when it came out. So we can't find... I'm not saying we can't find flaws in it, but we overlook it because we are who we are. We're friends. This podcast... Everything in our life was shaped by the original movies.
First
even
of all,
Duke and I...
There are no flaws. You can't find any, so...
This is true. But even Duke and I being friends, even though it went to the prequels, it's because we like Star Wars before. So moving forward, that's,
Yeah, it's still
so even then, I like the prequels a little more because it was a good time in my life.
Yeah, but even now, though, you're both of you, all of us, we're all intelligent enough now that we can look at it and have criticisms if we actually had criticisms. Like, I go back all the time and look for criticisms. I just can't find any with 4, 5, and 6.
My biggest criticism is I don't mind any of the special edition stuff.
Okay.
Like the Jabba's, whatever. I feel like they could have done better with the VFX that they had. But with Jabba supposed to be a human person, or they were going to comp him in after or whatever, but just never did. My biggest complaint is in episode 5 when Luke jumps off the weather vane, and in the special edition they made him scream. I feel like that completely undermined, because to me that was when he became a Jedi. That was when because he was consciously making the decision, I could go and join my dad, or I could just see what happens by letting myself go, like letting myself become one. To me, that was his first really opening himself up completely to the Force, and the Force, sending him down that tube, that type of thing.
I think they took that out in the Blu-rays, though. I think when the Blu-rays came out, I think they took it out.
Then
maybe even the silver DVDs that came out, they might have taken it out.
I don't understand why that would be a problem, because if I'm dropping like that, or any other real person drop like that, they're screaming. Ain't nobody's gonna drop
purpose.
Yeah. To me, he did it as a conscious decision that there was. If he did it as a conscious, you don't hear people when they jump off roofs of buildings screaming if this is a decision that they've made, I guess, is my thing. So, and my point is that was how I always read that scene before, right? So then when they added the scream in later, to me, it undermined the decision that he made. To me, I was like, okay, up until that point, he was like, Jedi, maybe, the Force, maybe. He hadn't really bought into it, even when he's getting in the X-Wing to fly to Cloud City to save his friends, because even Yoda's like, you're not ready. But I feel like once he gets done fighting Vader, and Vader's like, I'm your father, and then he has a decision to make, right? Because he could have easily stepped off of that weather vane and joined his dad, right? Like that would have been, to one degree or another, a logical decision to make, right? It's your dad. It's the person that you haven't had your entire life. You're saying that if somebody
consciously jumps off something because they made a choice to consciously do it, they wouldn't scream.
They shouldn't.
I mean, that was how they sold it. That's how they sold it with the first movie. Like, I mean, when the movie first came out. And so to me, that's how I always read it. So the scream, to me personally, undermined.
I take that as they forgot to put the scream in. That's how I look.
No, because they had the Wilhelm scream.
You have to go back and read the novel, or listen to the radio drama or something.
Yeah, but that's my only problem with it. But if they take it back out, then obviously they
thought the same way you did.
I'm not saying they're perfect movies, but
yeah, you are. You should be.
Like I said, the little things though don't. I mean, I prefer the original song over Jedi Rocks.
Like I said, little things I'm not worried about. It's just I'm saying, like I said, the big things that's so far through 6 movies, the love story in episode 2 was just atrocious. It was gross. It was very poorly done. It was so bad. And the rest of it, no real issues.
But we got Padme in leather gear, so fuck it. It was worth it.
There is that. Okay, 7, 8, 9, or 7, 8 if you're Duke. 7, I understand. Oh, first of all, I really don't have much with an issue with 7 other than Rey. The whole now this is film.
I don't have a problem with the movie except for the main character.
Yeah, exactly. Her soundtrack
God
is
damn it, Lou.
great. They actually played her soundtrack or her theme during the symphony I went to last night. I'll explain that later, but that was kind of cool. But it was again. Here's the thing: I don't like it on film. Her character, but her character is explained more so in the novel, so it's less irritating to me because I understand that. But when I first saw it, though, it was like, this fucking bitch doesn't have to learn a goddamn thing. That's bullshit. Then you read the novel, like some of the stuff she learned is because when Kylo did his mind meld with her, she picked up a lot of that, and they explained that in the novel. They don't explain that in the movie. So once I understood that, it was like, oh, okay, now I'm less pissed off that she just happens to know everything like that because it was basically transferred to her. I'm like, oh, Kylo, you screwed up. He didn't know he screwed up, but he did. So cool. That got fixed later, after I understood that. But early on, that was my problem with it. I know a lot of people had the problem with it because they're like, oh my God, they just redid episode 1. I'm like, no. They redid episodes, or the original rather. They redid episode 4. And I'm all like, first of all, they redid episode 4, 5, and 6. Get it right. But those of us back in 2015, we understood why. They had so much hate for the prequels and so much love for the originals. They wanted to do something that was more similar to the originals, which is why they rehashed the story and made it episode 7. Just bring in new characters so you can set up the rest of 8 and 9. And then there's where the problem comes in. 8 did not feed on 7, and 9 did not feed on 8. It was like 8 is like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Who cares what happened in 7? It's like, okay. And then you go to 9, it's like, we're gonna ignore what happened in 8 and kind of go back to 7 and fill in all these gaps. It was like, what the hell are you guys doing? There was just no start finish. We have no plan of how 7, 8, 9 are going to work. We're just going to make 7, and then we're going to make 8, and we're going to make 9, and we're going to see how we can put it all together and see what happens. And that's where my problem with the sequels are, is just the no.
But by themselves, are they okay?
By themselves, it's funny you say that. I know a lot of people hate episode 8. I liked episode 7 very much. I like episode 8 separate from the storyline. Like, if 8 was its own thing and it was a direction they were going to go with 8, whatever, I don't mind 8 by itself in its own little world, bubble world. It's the fact that it's part of the whole thing is why it doesn't fit for me and doesn't work for me. Like, if 9 picked up more on 8, I probably would be okay more with 8. But 8 is really out of place because of 7 and 9. The way those two were, I know JJ versus Big Head. So, that whole thing, that's really my only issue with it. Like, if people are like, oh my God, I'm not watching 8, blah, blah. I'm like, not me. I have to separate myself from the rest of the Star Wars universe when I watch 8. But I do enjoy watching 8. 9 was just, let's just get from here to here. 9 was like watching episode 3 of Harry Potter. Episode 9 was the third Harry Potter movie. We hit these high points. It's nonstop. We're going to play this puzzle game. Here, A leads to B, leads to C, leads to D. It was like, okay. I was okay with it. I didn't think it was great, but I think it was a bad either. So, well, that was for me, 7 and 8. You guys?
Well, Duke only has 2, so.
Yeah. What did you think of 7 and 8?
I mean, I'm one of those guys that I didn't think that 7 was very original at all, which kind of bugged me a little bit. Just because, like, okay, so you're recasting your characters into these different things. It's always good to see the first time that you see Han and Chewie show up and that type of thing. It's like, you're like, okay, cool. But then rewatching it later, you're kind of like, does all this actually fit? Like, would he actually be this dumb? Would this, does this story choice make sense? Like, but again, he was trying to form it into his whatever boxes he was trying to create. But again, with each of these movies being created in their own little bubble, not necessarily tied to anything else, right? Because I mean, again, a lot's happened. So you show up and then all of a sudden, like, Leia's there, which is nice. And then, oh, well, why aren't Han and Leia together anymore? We got no explanation of that besides, things. Well, what happened to their son? He's kind of a bad guy now.
Explain it at the end of the movie?
Did they?
Yeah, she went off and did her thing that she knew, the Senate and government, and he went off and did what he knew, which is pirating or piracy, because of the way things went with Kylo. So
because of what happened with Finn. So
yeah,
they're like, shit, our kid's a
I guess
murderer.
the novels kind of muddied the waters for me in that regard, just because they did stay together and do so much afterwards. Like all of them were still doing things and hanging out. So the movies kind of like made it hard for me to go like buy in on they just went their separate ways. And I was like, wait a second, we spent 3 whole
the
movies.
Legends novels or the canon
Legends
novels?
The Legends. Yeah, the stuff that's not real.
So,
although
I was actually
pissed off that is not like this alt universe, multiverse, Star Wars animated. Just call it Star Wars Legends and turn the entire 29 book series, Vector Prime and all that, and just make it its own series. It's Star Wars Legends. Everybody knows it's not canon. Animated, it would be freaking fantastic. But anyway.
Yeah.
Start with Shadows of the Empire.
If we got a Shadow of the Empire.
Yeah, I was going to say, start with Shadows of the Empire.
But, and so, I guess to me, like, I never felt that sequels, like, the sequels didn't really stick with me, obviously, since I had completely forgotten that they had kind of explained why Han. But again, why like, I don't agree with that. Han and Leia should always be together because we spent 3 fucking movies with them getting together, and then we go to 20 years later, and all of a sudden, wait, they're not together anymore. Like, okay. And then Episode 8. I mean, I think I agree with you, Lou. I probably, out of the 3 of you guys, I probably enjoyed it the most because I thought it created the most opportunity for a different story, which is what I wanted. I didn't want the same stuff. I'll be honest, I'm probably one of those people that was done with the Skywalker saga long before everybody else. You have an entire fucking universe out there. Why do we have to focus so much on just this tiny little segment of the universe, right? Like the Force influences everybody, but if your last name is Skywalker, then you get super touched by the Force, while everybody else is just kind of like, I kind of feel it. Woo,
I mean, he was the chosen one. So.
Well, but like Jesus.
Yeah. There's a whole universe, but there's only us with Jesus here on Earth.
Yeah, exactly. When the rapture happens.
Toronto, go basketball.
And I've said this before that I had Episode 9 probably built up way too much in my head that it was gonna like answer all these questions and solve all these things and be a good movie. And after 9 movies, after the Solo and the Rogue One and all of that, like they had like figured out what worked and what didn't, and then they were going to do that, and there was like all the payoffs I felt were like super short and cheap and unearned, and like you said, they were just trying to get to the end. They were just like, okay, what can we do to tie off all these ends and make it somewhat make sense while still bringing in all of these callbacks from the previous movies, right? So I feel bad because I like Lando, I like the Lando character, but I feel bad that he got put in the crappiest sequel.
Okay, Jeff.
But I liked your explanation of Episode 8, Lou. We had never actually talked about that before, so I appreciated that. That made, in my head, it makes a lot of sense why you would feel that way about Episode 8. So
got you, Jack. What you got? Sequels.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Episode 7. I mean, I'm able to take movies, especially Star Wars, like on its own, right? Like, I agree with Duke. I can hype it up in my head a lot. And I know a couple times, I think when we were driving to Comic-Con, Lou, like right after the Last Jedi trailer came out, we're like, no, this is what's going to happen. And none of that shit happened. Our version would have been way better.
Yeah. Also true.
But like, I can go in there with no expectations. So I didn't have the problem. I didn't have a problem with Rey having all these powers, right? She's a grown-ass woman, right? So she's been honing it unconsciously, subconsciously, right? And when she finds out about all this, that maybe she has those powers, that's why it kicks in. Everybody accepted that little Anakin is the only human that could do pod racing. Nobody said a goddamn thing.
He'd also been doing it for years. This was a girl who learned shit for an hour.
She learned it in a therapy session.
Yeah.
Right? Anakin had been doing it for a while, so it was like, oh, I wonder if I can do this, and then go ace it and win the damn Bunta Eve race. That's very different.
But again, she's been living that life, the scavenger life. So there are probably things that she has done that has kept her alive in that world because of her force powers. So
you think that she used any kind of force powers in her life before learning about the force?
Inadvertently.
I get that part. It would definitely be inadvertent. I'm just having trouble believing anything relevant that would, for example, the stuff she did, like the one thing I'll give her credit for, and I don't think she needed training on, was using the lightsaber. She clearly had a staff and was fine with those type of weapons. You know what I mean? Whether it be a staff, sword, I would expect in her life she would have learned how to use the weapon. I don't care that it's a lightsaber. It's like, oh my God, only Jedi can use. Bullshit. If you can use a sword, a stick, whatever, you're good at it. The Jedi mind trick, what was it? The calling the saber at the end to herself. Like Luke had trouble, and he had been practicing for, at this point, I think it was a 2-year gap between episode 4 and 5. So he at least had some kind of practice, and he was still struggling in the ice cave to do it. Rey was like, oh, first try, just trying to use telepathy here. I got this. Over a trained or somebody who's been training for 15, 20 years.
Somebody who just killed his dad and got gut shot by his favorite furry uncle.
And?
He was fucked up.
That means he loses his abilities over a rookie? You gotta be kidding me.
It makes him weaker.
Well, and let's be clear.
Yeah, but it doesn't
the Jedi mind trick was against James fucking Bond. Okay? It wasn't just some Joe Schmo dumbass. It was James fucking Bond.
The Jedi mind trick, again, that was part of the novel where she learned it. So I get that. And I think, again, and Jack and I have had this discussion because I bitched about it 10 years ago that she was holding her own against Kylo, and that never should have happened. I understand he wasn't trying to kill her because he was trying to get her on her side. But to have lost the battle, no effing way.
If he was bleeding out. And he just killed his dad.
Don't matter.
It does.
It does
he was in his head. He's like, shit, I just killed my dad. My uncle just shot me. I'm bleeding all over the snow for some reason. My wound didn't cauterize.
Then after in a dark side the way he is, that would make you even more powerful because you're more pissed off. You're more angry.
Because Snoke already called him weak. So he's already emotional over all this shit. He still loves his parents.
And they showed multiple times throughout the sequel trilogies that the one thing that Kylo never really had control over was his emotions. So I could see him getting distracted enough to not.
I couldn't. Because
I mean, again,
anger.
I don't think that Kylo is stronger than he actually is.
Say that again. I missed that.
You think Kylo's stronger than he actually is?
No. I think he's just stronger than a rookie Rey. Actually, that's all. I'm not saying he's not Vader by any means, but if we're talking Kylo and Rey, Kylo should be way up here. And okay, he's shot and he's emotional. Okay, he drops here. Guess what? He's still way the hell up above her.
But now Rey is fighting for her life and Finn's life. So that brings her up too, like a pregnant lady picking up a fucking car.
Okay, so that now puts her up here. Still below him.
They're more equal than you're giving her credit for.
No.
Can we all agree that Finn should have died in episode 7, though?
No, because then he couldn't be naked and leaky in episode 8.
Or yelling Rey's name for all of episode 9.
Now remember, this was back when Disney was very gotta kiss ass to a certain group of people, so certainly not the Chinese. So the black guy couldn't die.
Yeah.
Except for the China version.
Yeah. They don't have Finn in the sequel.
It would have made more money in China if they would have killed him off and like they did different cuts. Like Clue. We have different endings in Clue going to different cities back in the 70s, 80s. If they did that with Finn and killed him off, you would have got $1 billion alone in China.
8, I don't have a problem with it. Again, because of how they were making it, I thought it was a better movie. I like that they did something different with it. I don't care that they killed Luke, because whatever.
Yeah,
I don't have a boner for him like everybody else does. It all made sense within that movie, right? But when 9 came out and just retconned it, I was surprised Luke wasn't alive again, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great point. If you're going to completely erase everything that the previous movie did, then why not just have Luke come out from behind the tree that's now no longer burned?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, sorry, I was dropping a deuce behind the Jedi tree. Did I miss something, guys?
It was
Let me go suck some.
just a Jedi vision or something. It was like Leia's vision, and it didn't really happen.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
While she's the whole thing was when she was playing Mary Poppins.
Right, exactly.
That was
it
all
happened
of
during
episode.
then. It was JR's dream. That's all.
Yeah.
You guys drink the blue milk off the teats? Did you get that down there? Did you guys get that?
We didn't homogenize it. It causes hallucinations. But 9, I actually watched 9.
Dude,
I don't know, a week or
I think it's
two
the
ago.
Island. You got the fucking sand. You got blue milk. Ugh.
There was no sand on Octo. There were no
That's
beaches.
true. That shit just goes right up to rocks. So.
It was mostly
it's all rocks, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do love the
You
caretakers.
still got to drink
though.
the green titty milk though from the lizard.
The caretakers are better than the Ewoks, though.
They have more personality.
Yeah,
If only because the
I'm
way
okay
that
with
they
that.
look at Rey when she shoots
exactly. I was gonna
and they're
say,
just like, mother.
it's their
God
attitude.
damn it, really?
That's exactly it. I 100% agree. It's their attitude is what makes them a little bit better. Oh yeah. Because every time that happens, that look is fantastic.
Any hate on episode 8 is invalid because they gave us porgs. So fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Porgs are amazing.
Especially the crying when the
Chewbacca just all.
When Chewie's trying to eat that fool.
But you already freaking cooked it up. Don't waste it
Right?
now.
Yeah.
I hate motherfuckers.
You'll go
Now
make
he
a
died
new
for
friend.
nothing.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. God, I hate people wasting food. Like, I don't eat leftovers.
Lou wanted
Well,
to know
there's
where
a book called
Lou
Chewie and
wanted
the
to know-
Porgs, and there's actually marshmallows on the Falcon that Chewie didn't want to eat. And then the Porgs ate them all.
Lou's biggest problem is that Chewie was about to eat that shit without gloves on.
No, he was going to go wash his hands in the ocean water afterwards.
Yeah, man. No, I think you could grab a pork without having to worry about gloves.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you
All
just
right,
held
Jack,
the
hit
pork
us with
legs
9.
and just ate it. 9,
yeah.
again, like I said, I watched it like a week or 2 ago when I was working out in the casita. Not working out,
I was like, this guy
but working
show
out
off.
in.
He gonna
Working,
show up.
comma.
He's gonna show
Yes.
up all buff and shit when we show up to Disney all fat and
Right.
sloppy, and Jack's like, check this out.
Ugh. I heard Jack has an 8-pack.
T-shirts don't count.
But I don't mind it. I mean, yeah, it's a little because of all the hate that 8 got for whatever reason. They had to, again, like I said, I'm surprised Luke wasn't alive again. Part of it was because Carrie Fisher died, so they couldn't give her character the justice, the storyline they wanted to do with it. But there are a lot of really good parts of Episode 9, I think. Rey and Kylo fighting on the Death Star. I fucking love that whole sequence from beginning to end, right up until Han shows up and he throws his lightsaber in the ocean.
Spoilers.
Amazing.
Who hasn't seen
I
it
guess
yet?
we should have.
Well, there's a part where Han comes back. Han's alive
See,
again.
so Han is alive. Why isn't Luke alive? What the fuck is going on here?
You'll
But
just have
there
to
are a
watch
lot
it.
of good parts to Episode 9. Did it do what it should have done? No. But again, I just like Star Wars. I will watch all of it. I can agree that it's not all great. But I'll watch anything Star Wars over and
Yeah.
over again, except Resistance. Resistance was a one and done, but
Same.
Yeah,
But we're not talking
again,
about animated series.
Not much hate. Yeah, we'll get to that. That'll be like next week or the week after, or when it's in my head and I can't get over it because
Right.
I'm on the spectrum. But either way,
All right,
it's
so now we have
like
2 more movies to talk.
nine. Again, not really hate. Like the stuff you talk about, I liked it too. It really wasn't all.
there's a lot of good parts to
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
just it didn't do what it should have done.
Yeah.
Which is wrap all this up in a nice little bow.
Okay, you want to do Solo first or Rogue One?
We could do
Well,
Solo.
we're all
Let's
like
finish
Rogue
it.
One. Nobody had
Yeah,
a problem with
I'll
Rogue One.
just say-
Let's
don't
no,
be-
so that's what I was saying. Let's finish on a high note. Let's talk about Solo first.
I was
Okay.
gonna say there's still some hate with Rogue One. I'll share it.
Yeah, the trailers.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Talk about not knowing the movie. Talk about not knowing the movie on the way back from Comic-Con.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That is my hate with Rogue One. Is like they fucking lied to us. False
The
advertising.
marketing department was awful.
Solo, Jack will tell you, I was pissed when I left the theater after Solo. I was just like, what the hell was this garbage? And then I saw it again like 4 months later, and it was like, that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I was
Luke
fine.
hated L3. He's like, it's feminist woke bullshit.
Yep. And then they brought her ass back for Indiana Jones, and she's the same fucking character. But
Until the last
Whatever.
10 minutes when she has a complete change of character.
yeah, that makes sense. It was
Nope. Did not.
Solo, again, now I've seen it a few more times since that original I'm Pissed at the World version that I saw. It was fine. When that movie, when the trailer first came out, we all knew there were 3 things we had to figure out, right? How he got the Falcon, how he got with Chewie, and the Kessel Run. Those were the only 3 things they had to put in the movie, and everything else was just bonus. And they put all 3 things in the movie, and it was more entertaining. There's no probably. I expected more from it the first time I saw it, and once I just dropped out of that and was like, okay, just go watch the movie and enjoy the movie for what it is. I did. I enjoyed the movie for what it was, and it was the only hate that I would argue about that is there's no follow up. Well, there's gonna be in animated form, but there's no follow up with the Darth Maul tease at the end. But again, they're gonna fix that in the future next year with the animated. So yeah. I can say now that I could watch Solo and not have any issues with it. In the sense of there's no hate that I have. Like, oh my God, here's this scene. Nope, I'm good.
Acceptable.
You guys? Solo?
I don't think I've heard you say anything bad about Solo, D. I don't think I've ever heard you say anything bad about it.
I mean, I wish the gang would have stayed together a little bit longer. I wish that was probably my biggest complaint is I wish they would have fleshed them out a little bit more. Because we meet everybody, you get to know everybody for 5 or 10 minutes, and then everyone's dead.
That's because Duke is a racist. He wanted the black girl to live. He wanted
I wanted John Favreau's character to live. Okay, I want that character. I want that character in my life more.
His Rio Durant fan club banner that he had printed up.
Yeah, it's it's had to go from Rio Durant to there you go, to Babu Frick to Neil to.
Going after this thing. There we go.
Right. There we go.
But so that would be my only thing is I would have liked to have had more background with those characters, because I think then it would have made Woody Harrelson's turn and that type of stuff kind of more impactful. But I also understand too. I mean, these are 2 completely different movies with put together by 2 completely different directors who had different motivations for the whole thing, and you can see that watching the movie who directed what part. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Yeah. I mean, I think Alden Ehrenreich got way too much hate for his Han. I mean, what else were they going to just de-age Harrison Ford through the whole movie?
Yeah,
No,
he was Han Solo. He wasn't trying to play Harrison Ford, in my opinion.
Right.
He was playing Han Solo, and he did perfectly fine at it.
Right. I agree. No issues with the actor playing the role.
My biggest problem with Solo is there's so many interesting characters in Solo that I want to see an animated series with Enfys Nest and that group and how it started and how that character maybe has evolved. Maybe you have 3 or 4 episodes of an animated series where each one is a different. The Enfys Nest changes, right? Because that was kind of the impression that they gave was that Enfys Nest was a symbol. It wasn't a person necessarily. Right. So we're all Enfys
Pirate Roberts.
Right, exactly. So that type of thing. Again, I would love to have a young Lando. We have a shit ton of Lando books and everything else, comics and everything out there, legends and not, that are prime for Donald Glover to come in and take over.
A Lando and Hondo's buddy cop series.
I would on board. Sign me up. Sign me up. And you just have Chewie drop in every once in a while. So the problems that I had with Solo at the beginning, kind of like you, Lou, I think my expectations were, I think knowing all the background that we did, and I think that's part of it too, is when the original movies came out, we had no background. There were no behind the scenes stuff. It was, we just saw the movies for what they were. And even starting with episode 1, I mean, we were looking at pre-production stuff that they were putting on the internet 2 years before the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got so much we almost got inundated with all of the stuff building up to it. And I feel that was the same way with Solo. I think if you go into Solo without knowing, oh, hey, halfway through the director's changed and here's all the drama and here's all this and that. I feel like you go into that movie thinking differently, but in hindsight, I don't have a problem with it. So
I agree. My issue with it is there was at one point, I don't know if it was Ron Howard or the Lego directors. They're like, yep, we're going to find out how Han Solo got his name. And I'm like, okay, cool. His smuggler name, right? No, that motherfucker's last name. Just made that shit up on the spot. That pissed me the fuck off.
Stupid.
But the rest of the movie, I don't mind.
I'm guessing that was a hey, these guys were going to do this and make it funny, but we just need to get to this point.
Yeah.
So just have it be this scene.
Yeah. So that part actually pissed me off. I kind of like
by yourself,
but he was by himself, also known as Solo. I mean, the other
just
thing,
let him be like. No, well, he
could've
looked over his shoulder.
They could have
and
did
Luke
something
and Leia were
different.
there.
Like
he could have just
was
fucking
at
said
church.
Skywalker.
That would have worked. That would have worked. The people would have bought it.
he saw their wanted posters and was like,
I
Organa.
would
My
have
last name's Organa.
guessed that he was at some kind of space church in the choir. Then he stepped out and sung a song by himself. So he performed a solo.
Han soprano.
Han baritone.
So yeah, so that was dumb as hell. I like that sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. That they use the Imperial March for the recruiting video in the train station.
But it's in movie audio. Like,
yeah, I was like, that's kind of dumb. But like, I hate it and I don't. Especially since they use it for. I mean, it's called the Imperial March, but it's fucking Vader's theme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it was used more for Imperial stuff and not just Vader, it would make more sense. But no, I liked it. I mean, the whole story was good. But yeah, like Lou said, the ending, Darth Maul's like, "Yep, we're gonna fuck shit up unless this movie bombs."
Later,
and now we're never gonna find out.
We'll see you in animation.
Maybe, hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah. So Rogue One.
Rogue One.
I mean,
so you remember in the trailer when Jyn was up on that platform and the TIE fighters came at her? And then there was the other one with the sun setting and the 3 TIE fighters flying away and stuff. That was
and then you've
so
got
cool.
the running on the beach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of that happened.
I will say that out of all of the Star Wars movies, Rogue One is the one that I probably have seen the most frequently over the last 5 to 7 years.
It's a good movie because it's self-contained.
It's probably
a good movie. The same reason Episode 4 is a good movie. It's nice and self-contained. You don't need to know what happened before. You don't need to know what happens after. It's all right there. You could learn more.
Oh,
but you don't have to.
There's absolutely more there for you, but you don't need it, and you can just be fine. And to Duke's point, I've watched that one more than the other ones. For me, it's probably the one I've watched the third most, because I don't always watch 1 through 9 or whatever the case may be. I will watch 5 by itself. I will watch 3 by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I would argue that 5 in order, 5, 3, Rogue One would be the one that I watched the most of the 11. It would be, I obviously would have seen Empire more than all of them. I'll watch that one just by itself and just be done with it for the week, done with Star Wars for the week. And then every once in a while, I'll want to watch Episode 3. And then Rogue One will come in if it's going to be, don't get me wrong, a lot of the times it'll be pick a trilogy and just watch all 3 of them, pick whatever trilogy. But no, there's a lot of times where it's just watch Episode 5 and then a month later, watch Episode 3, then a month later, watch Rogue One. And then watch 5, then 3, then 5, then 3, and then Rogue One, then 5, then 3. That's usually how it goes with me. But Jack's not wrong. I'm still irritated about the whole trailer thing. Just like
that and Suicide Squad came out around the same time, and Lou was tired of TV lying to him.
Yeah, that's basically. I was like, man, this is bullshit. It's
and then they signed Lou's law where they're not allowed to do that anymore.
Thank you, Britain.
But again, I mean, I feel the same way about Rogue One, and we got that with Andor. So we've actually gotten characters that were introduced in Rogue One that we've gotten to see more stories from and more, background and stuff for. So that's awesome. I read some stuff saying they were there was some conversation about shoehorning in a bunch of the other Rogue One guys at the end of Andor Season 2, and I'm really fucking glad they didn't. Because
Jyn did not have to show up.
Yeah.
It wasn't called Andor and Jyn.
That didn't need,
It wouldn't even make sense.
But you guys saw that
away
same
the rebellion.
Right? That's what I was thinking. It was like,
you
how
guys
would
saw
they fit
that
her
same
in?
thing, right?
Yeah,
no,
I read about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was like Lucasfilm. I think I saw something where Tony Gilroy had said that Lucasfilm had came to him at the beginning when they were developing Season 2 and was basically like, hey, so how do we get everybody else from Rogue One in here? And he's like, no,
we don't.
Because it doesn't fucking make sense.
Right.
Like,
if it would have made sense, sure.
Right.
But
totally makes sense.
Done.
Right?
You had
Like,
to.
you
You
know,
had to bring
yeah.
in K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
didn't have
was
to bring him
with
in
them.
season 1.
He was with them
Yeah.
in the movie, so you had to figure out how he got him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that type of stuff.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
but
the only thing I would have been okay shoehorning in would be Baz and fucking Donnie Yen.
Baze
'Cause-
and Chirrut.
Yeah, so we could have been on
Chirrut!
Jeddah and seen like some of that shit going on.
I don't
But-
know. It had to have been relevant to the story, though. If it wasn't relevant to the story, and
Well-
I don't mean the Rogue One story. It need to be relevant to the Andor.
And
Well,
it
and-
wouldn't
and also
because
then-
they didn't care about Jeddah until then.
Yeah,
And
it wouldn't
even
have.
once they were done with fucking what's his face, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
guess Saw
"Cool,
was.
bye."
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, even Saw, like, I think got the short shift during Andor, like that.
Oh yeah,
Like-
they're like, here's Saw, here's what he's doing, and now we're doing the other Rebel stuff.
Hey, drugs, and then like after the drug scene, he's literally not in any.
Yeah,
He gets
Which
homeboy
is
high,
fine, you
and then he
know.
fucking bails.
and it helps
But then it was
explain why he is how he is in Rogue One. So yay.
But I don't know why we had to get homeboy high because they didn't explain like that. But
look,
it's a minor.
we all have that black friend that gets you high and fucking
True.
bails on.
True. Yeah. True.
Mine is Jack. So will Duke. So
I
is
mean-
yours.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep.
High on life,
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
but no, Star Wars
All
is
right,
amazing. I will watch any of it any day. I don't give
except
a fuck.
for Resistance.
Except for Resistance.
Yeah.
There were some good episodes of it. I don't hate all the characters, but I did have to force myself to get to a
Same.
point where I didn't
Still,
mind
like I
watching
said,
it.
I still haven't passed episode 7 or 8 or whatever it was of Resistance. I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Just read the summary.
Yeah.
Watch the 5-minute summary on Disney Plus.
You know
Yeah.
what? I was gonna say, was there one? Because I'm gonna go see if Ryan Airy or New Rockstars or somebody else did one.
There you
Just
go.
the summary on YouTube and just watch that. Because, like I said, I was just struggling to
Yeah.
get through the 8 episodes that I did
Yeah.
get through. It was
Yeah.
brutal.
They should have bailed on
FYI,
it. Once Filoni said, "Oh, I can do Clone Wars by Resistance," they should be like, "Not Resistance is done. We're out."
we've tied it up. I mean, again, it introduced some cool ideas. I think the idea of like following people who are doing like the racing and that type of thing was pretty cool. But
Mhm.
wrapping it around like this guy who's like, yeah,
Annoying.
I don't
Moron.
Spy. Dude,
It's-
no, shut the fuck up.
I started watching 28 Years Later. Have either of you guys watched 28
Mm-mm.
Years Later
Oh,
yet?
the new one's on
Okay.
streaming?
I think it's paid right now. So
Damn, that's been out forever. How is that? How is like Fantastic Four and all this other shit out on streaming and
let me see.
that one isn't?
Shit, I'm getting Fantastic Four on Blu-ray on Tuesday.
See,
It's on
man.
Netflix, I guess. It's on
Netflix?
28 Years Later. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm having a really hard time
that'll go on
getting
my
through
list.
Really?
it, which really sucks because
Uh-oh.
28 Days Later is one of
Yeah.
my.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
28 Days Later. I'm having a hard time because again the tropes that we've talked about that are always frustrating in movies, and I bet you I'm gonna put this out right now on today. What's today?
October 12th,
October 12th.
2025.
When Lou watches this movie, he's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Right now on the Humble Bundle, they actually have the Star Wars novels, and I think they're all the post Legends ones. So you can get 16 books for $18, which is not a bad
wow.
deal.
That's not bad
Hell of
at
a
all.
deal.
So Shadow of the Sith, Catalyst, Aftermath, Brotherhood, Bloodline, Last Shot, Resistance Reborn, Aftermath Empire's End, Aftermath Life Debt, Lords of the Sith, Phasma, Here to the Jedi, Heir to the Jedi, Battlefront Twilight Company, Rise of the Red Blade, Mace Windu, and The Princess and the Scoundrel.
As somebody that's read most of those, that is a good deal. The Aftermath books are like
You got to get through Chuck
Resistance?
Wendig's writing. His writing is
they bring in good
horrible.
ideas. It introduces Cobb Vanth, Mr. Bones, who is up in the casita. There are a lot of good things in those, but his writing style fucking
I was
kills
going
me.
to say Chuck Wendig's writing is horrible. He's the author, and
You know
stay
how
away.
those new rappers they go da 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 da. That's how he
Yeah.
writes.
Mm.
But a lot
Like
of those
reading
other
a
books are
Stephanie Meyer
really
novel.
good. Last
Those
Shot
you
was
don't
good. That's Lando, and he has an Ewok hacker, which is funny as hell because she still speaks Ewokese.
Mm-hmm.
She's like trying to help him hack shit. That's where Kylo gets his gun from that he has in episode 9 when they finally get around to making it. Did I read Princess and the Scoundrel? I don't know if I read that one. But because they kept giving us autographed copies at Comic-Con for a few years, I've read a ton of them. I'm reading the Mace Windu one now.
Princess and the Scoundrel is just about the wedding.
Yeah, I don't think I've read that one yet. Heir to the Jedi was good. The one about when everybody finds out that Vader was Leia's dad and all the shit hits the fan because of that one was pretty good.
Is that the Lords of the Sith?
No. That one... Did I read that one?
Wasn't it Bloodlines?
Yes.
Bloodline? There you go.
Yeah, I think it was Bloodline.
Brotherhood? Looks like a young Obi-Wan and Anakin book.
Yes, that one was good. Yeah.
Shadow with a Sith? Looks like it's Luke and somebody.
That one is Luke and Lando when they go looking for Ochi and the Sith Wayfinder.
Catalyst. I think Catalyst is good, right?
Yes.
Rogue One novel.
Yes, that one was good.
That one was really good.
Yeah, it was. And then that's more like how Krennic came to power and everything.
Yeah.
Started hooking up
with Galen.
Exactly. Yeah. All the flashbacks in Rogue One.
Yeah.
That's where those are.
That's where those come from in that book. And holy shit, that was well done.
Yeah, it was a good book. So that is a good deal. If you were looking to read Star Wars books, jump on it.
No argument there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you can learn canon instead of holding back on Legends. Learn the real shit, not that fake shit.
Exactly. So as we start to wrap this up, we're going to bring something back because I had an opportunity to do something this weekend. That was white people shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn, lose white people shit. And next week, we're going to talk about positive things.
Shit. Next week, we're going to talk about how USC put a stomping on Notre Dame. That's what we're going to talk about.
Shit. You wait.
I'm going to have to be in the middle on the screen next week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you guys can throw shit at each other.
Oh, man. But so yesterday, first of all, I had a symphony on Thursday, but I was just so not in the mood. And it was downtown Denver, and it was opening night home opener for the Avalanche. And it was like the more and more, I was like, if it's a $20 ticket, I'm fine losing it. It was the symphony with David Bowie music. So it was like,
It wouldn't have been horrible, but it's not worth fighting that traffic.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I knew it was no big deal because I had one Saturday. So yesterday, it was Cirque Cinema with Troop, Vertigo, whatever the hell it was. So I didn't really pay attention to it. It was more for the girl because she's all into that type of stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll go when we got tickets 5 months ago. And it was badass. Okay, so first of all, the Cirque Cinema part was all the music was from theater, movies, shows, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. Turns out they had Imperial March, Rey's theme, the Rogue One theme, and John Williams stuff, the Jaws theme, the Lois and Superman love theme. Superman. It was like, okay, that's it. I think those 5 I can't remember if there's another one, but at least those 5 from John Williams was in it, so that was pretty badass. But while they were playing, they had the Cirque troupe doing their thing. It was like 6 or 7 of them. I want to say 6. One like contortionist, and then the girls who hang from like the ceiling and stuff and spin around and do all that and wrap themselves.
Oh, was it themed to the songs?
Yes, it was like when they got to some of the Star Wars stuff, they were out like when they did Imperial March, the contortionist was in a black and silver type stuff, and she was doing flexible bending, shooting a bow and arrow at a character dressed as Rey. It was just like, okay, and they timed it very well with everything. Like, so when the song ended, and it was, oh my God, it was so cool. So they had the contortionist, they had the people who hang around up in the ceiling and spin around, that big wheel thing where the guy kind of spins around and rotates. My favorite was the dude who was doing a balancing act. So he's on a table, like 3 feet off the ground. And then on the table, he's got like the cylinders and like the board, like the wakeboard you have to stand on and balance yourself on that. Well, the cylinder was on another cylinder and he was on the board on top of that. And he was juggling and all this type of shit. It was so cool. And then He put a second set that he was balancing on, and then finally a third set, and no failure. He completely knocked it out of the ballpark. It was just like, are you kidding me? I was so impressed. Front row seats. I was literally I was sitting here touching. The lady had to come over and tell me not to touch the stage like twice, because I was too close. Just kind of getting comfortable. But it
like,
was.
Ma'am, you played
phenomenal.
the Imperial March, and I got a boner.
That's what I'm saying. What am I supposed to do? It's not my fault. It's like I can't. Man, put somebody's ugly grandma up there, then fine, it'll go away.
Right?
Like, well, maybe.
Well, we all know Lou loves grandmas. So
I was gonna say gilfs are a thing. But yeah, so it was 2 hours with a 20-minute intermission. Again, symphonic music throughout the whole thing. 5 John Williams songs. It was at least 5 John Williams songs. It was very well done. Oh wait, 6 E.T.
Nice.
That was one of them too. But yeah, the troupe was great. They did a great job with their acrobatics and everything. Music always good at the symphony, and it was a long day because that's how the day ended. Yesterday started at the Great American Beer Festival. So
hell yeah,
it was 4 hours of here's your cup, go try 1,000 different beers, have fun. And man, I think I only tried 20 of the 1,000. It was crazy, but it was awesome.
Better.
Had a great, yeah, for real. Had a great, my first time doing it. I've heard about it forever. Oh my god, it was happening. So that started like at noon, ended at about 5. Went to dinner till about 6:15, and then went and relaxed and chilled in the car. Girls watching the Texas Tech game. I'm watching the USC game that we're able to watch till halftime until it's time to go to the show. So yeah. White people shit all around. And I do mean white people shit because that Great American Beer Festival, I counted 6 black people. There's probably several thousand people there, and I counted 6.
Working it or attending it?
Attending. I didn't see but 2 working it. The same brothers in one booth. Man, they should have just named it Negro Brewery, but it was
watermelon beer.
Dude, I had the watermelon beer. It was so good. I'm not even kidding. It was like, you know what though? Oh, girl pointed out. He's like, hey, there's watermelon beer over there. You might like it. I'm like, oh, fuck you. But I did like it.
But you're right. Let's go.
Yeah, but you ain't wrong. It was yummy. It really was. Like I would buy a 6-pack of that watermelon beer. It was really good. But yeah, and then in between that, like in between beers, like towards that last hour, they did a, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. The quiet disco or something. Soundless. You had headphones.
Oh
on.
yeah.
There's a name for it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, it's a silent dance party or some shit.
Exactly. And it was disco for this one. And she's like, oh, I was like, you want to try? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So we go over. She's listening to one. There's 3 different stations. She's listening to one. I'm listening to one. We're not listening to the same one. After her first song is done, she switches to my station, which is basically a black soul disco station. And it was like me, her, like 8 other people around us were all listening to the same thing, getting into it. Oh my God. It was so fun. Yeah, I loved it. I'm all singing it, doing my old Prince thing when Prince came on, even though Prince got disco. They played Kiss, and it was like, all right. But damn, talk about wearing, man, my legs at 50 trying to dance ain't the same as my legs at 25 trying to dance.
My hip.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Sweating all pouring down. I was like, I feel bad whoever's getting these headphones back from me. Because they're kind of like Jack's headphones that he has on. And it was like, don't get me wrong, they have the wipes, they're wiping them down. But I'm telling you, my shit was I'm like, afterwards, a girl's looking at me, she's like, do you need to sit down? I'm like, yep.
It was like,
my heart's a racing.
No, I'm good.
My heart's a racing.
It's like, whoa, big Elizabeth, coming to see you.
Lou, I got one.
But it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, I was like watching these people, and they looked like idiots, and I went and joined them. I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. I would do it again.
That's why I don't do it on the Disney cruise. Because I've walked by, I'm like, I look stupid as fuck.
Yeah, no, next
time,
bro,
up on the deck.
Jump on it. Just have fun, act a fool. Because I tell you what, there were again a bunch of white people and their dancing skills. I probably shouldn't use the word. I probably shouldn't use the word skills when discussing their dancing. But either way,
but you don't know that they're off rhythm because you can't hear their music.
They're off something. I mean, no matter what, it shouldn't look like they're having a seizure. I'm just saying.
Then they were listening to the Humpty Dance. It's supposed to look like a fit or a
That
commotion.
you are look like that. That is true.
Lou, I got one for you. Gotta say, I can't help but pay attention to the protesting frogs in Portland. The story is so riveting.
Yes. Man, look, I understand some of you aren't going to like that joke. You're going to be hopping mad, but it's okay.
Also,
but yeah, but we got to talk about Notre Dame USC so we can watch that one Saturday.
Yeah. That's at 4:30?
Your time. Yeah, 5:30 mine. Yeah. That'll be a fun one. Jack, you jumping on that one unless you have Saturday evening plans.
That should be doable.
I know college ain't your jam, but still.
Hanging out with my friends is.
Exactly. Rooting and hating for both of us.
All right, boys, I got to go blow my nose. So
Jack,
let's wrap this shit up.
The whole time. We can wrap
I've been trying so hard not to sneeze for like the last 20 minutes.
No,
boys, it's been fun. Good pod. Glad we were able to get back into the pocket.
I agree.
An hour 37. Didn't you feel like it?
I know. I have to cut a whole bunch of shit out.
After it cuts out all ums and ahs, it'll be 22 minutes.
Yeah, it will.
The usual.
Okay, we should be back next week. Nobody needs to be getting sick no more.
Yeah, we got to talk about all the mad shit we talked about.
So,
don't you guys, our fans, want to know what happened between USC and Notre Dame? Which one of us is talking most shit on?
Yeah,
you'll know which one of us because we're gonna bring it up.
And what Lou thinks of the end of the Peacemaker series?
Oh yeah, we'll have that answer too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
all right, guys.
I finished
Same
Same
channel.
Nice.
Yeah, nobody else has done that.